don't know what the heck kind of sorcery is happening right now, you guys. I just got the kids ready, up, lunch is packed, breakfast, all that stuff out the door. And it's kind of like a trial for this coming fall because Meredith went out too. Avelina has a performance this morning. She had one last night. She's in a couple of shows. But so Alex got tickets for Meredith to come as well. So Alex is gonna watch it, and baby will not last a show. So I'm obviously staying home with baby, but he's sleeping? What? He's sleeping still? This is crazy. I bet it's because he went to bed so late last night. It's a give and take, you know what I mean? All right, so I'm gonna get ready for the day. I'm thinking I might go to the gym. Just thinking about it. It's a long process, a lot of thought involved. I just want that like little piece of something. So I'm going to attempt. I haven't been going regularly because Wolfgang hates the nursery. But if he's sleeping, maybe he'll be okay. I don't know. There's like, you know, so many layers to this. Also need to tidy up. Oh my gosh, and today I got this big honkin' zucchini. So I figured I can make some zucchini bread with it. And then I also want to make monster bites. I don't know what they're actually called. It's like protein balls, but with M&Ms. I don't know why they're called monster bites. Maybe because a monster starts with M and so does M&Ms. Don't ask me questions I don't have answers to. I do know that I need to give myself a washing and a little brushing and a little brushing. And maybe a little changing. Oh, I think I'm going to throw a load of laundry in. With 2 hands. One thing I usually do is turn off all the lights when the kids leave for school. Because usually it doesn't always happen. Today is a gorgeous day. I opened up all the windows. I love the breeze, like the smell of fresh air. Turned off all the lights. All right, you know what else is wonderful? I hear some scrounging around in the addition over there. So hopefully more progress is being made. If you follow me on Instagram, you heard that the other day, no lie, 7 a.m. they were rolling in before the sun even came up, and they were starting stuff like jackhammering. So, didn't bother me. May have bothered my neighbor, I'm unsure. But I'm always excited when progress is being made. Oh my gosh, I don't know where this towel came from. I've got a decent amount of laundry to fold and put away today, so I guess I'll try to do that. And to get myself rest. Okay, I lied. I went to pour myself a glass jar, whatever that's called, a bottle. What is this called? A cup? Drinking mug? Whatever the heck, it doesn't matter. But I don't want to risk waking the baby by getting ice. And I can't drink this without ice. It's just, no thank you. I figured I would look to see what the heck is for dinner tonight. I don't really think I'm following this. Oh, okay, here it is. I made most of this. Nah, I made a couple of these. I'm deviating again. It's not my fault. I think I'm gonna make the grilled Cajun lime chicken marinade and then some noodles, like stir-fry noodles for the side. Ooh, I've been wanting to make these. No, not those. Wait, no, I don't think that's it. Is it? No. I only deviate from my meal plan when I don't feel like making what I planned. Good morning. Good morning, Wolfgang. All right, time to get ready for the day. I'm gonna get this little buggerine in the chair. So last night I came in here to clip my toenail, not even paint, don't look, just clip, okay? That's the level of life I'm at right now. Anyway, my nail polish got left open somehow, spilled all over the bag. There's nail polish everywhere, sticking to everything, and I don't even want to deal with it. I'm just closing my eyes, putting my blinders on. And then earlier, yesterday, I came in here while I was holding the baby and shaved my leg. Remember the first time you shaved your legs? I have cuts everywhere. I'm like, what is this, the first time I've ever done it? I don't know what the heck was happening, but I was excited. I think this is the problem. I tried to use, hold on. I look so disheveled right now. How are you even my friend? I'm embarrassed for me. I'll freshen up in a second. So anyway, I found this shave oil at Target. They sell this, it's Tree Hut, but the scent is Tropic Glow. And they sell it at Target. It's actually a scrub too. But I'm not into that scrub life. And I really, really like the scent. Oh my gosh, it smells like the Bum Bum cream, the Boom Boom cream, whatever it's called. It's like, it's Sephora or something. I'm not about to shovel out like $45 for that garbage. So I'm waiting for Tree Hut to come out with a lotion that smells like this. But anyway, it's the, I saw it in the shave oil and I thought, well, I haven't got shaving cream in, I don't know, 10 years or so, maybe more. Maybe a couple times sprinkled in between, but not on a regular basis. I just use hand soap or like shower gel or something. Anyway, I saw this and I was like, I might as well try it. Anyway, I tried it. It's wonderful. And it smells divine. Soothes skin and helps protect against cuts. Well, we have determined that is a lie. I have so many nicks. But I'm gonna blame it on the razor. It's a new one and I'm just used to using really dull razors. I know. All right, so I'm gonna get dressed. I got my clothes. I'm gonna attempt to go to the gym today. I have a lot of feelings about it. But whether I go or not, I need to, you know. We ditched the whole scene. It feels like one of those nights. It always feels like one of those nights. I have to put on a full concert for Wolfgang. It's not a 3-hour concert like T Swift. It's a mini concert. It is a Swift concert, if you will. Hey, see what I did there? All right. I've been very not decisive. I don't know what the proper word is. I've been very selective on the days where I choose to wear contacts. And really, if you see me in contacts, that means there is a large likelihood that I worked out that morning. So just because, you know, my eyes, I'm trying to heal them and stuff. My hair needed so much help. And I thought, well, not today. So I'm just throwing it up. It was looking pretty grease McGeese. But that's why they invented dry shampoo. I actually recently got a clarifying shampoo for the actual shower. And I use that, I don't know, maybe like once every other week. And holy cow, it is fantastic. Anyway, I've been trying to not wear a ton of makeup. And it's really been working out because one day, I don't know, one day I was wearing makeup, maybe I was filming or something, and I looked back and I was like, you know, sometimes when you do that. And it's hot and I get sweaty and then my makeup hit and it's just like so apparent. So I'm really only putting concealer on and then I dab it like a little bit around my nose because that gets red too, but really very minimal. So just some concealer, eyebrow, and then mascara I think is all I did. And that I've been really enjoying that. Well, I say that. I don't know. I feel like it's working, maybe. A little bit. I'm still trying to convince myself. I'm just trying to go more al natural, even though I just bought that, like, tart face thing. I don't know. I just feel like too much is too much sometimes. And right now in the phase of life I'm in, I'm like, al natural is where it's at. Also, it saves me a bunch of time, right? And Wolfgang, you can tell he couldn't even hang for however long this took me, 5 whole minutes. Whatever. Well, good speaking enough. Things that I have bought off of Spamazon lately for my crusty everything, this callus remover, and then, I don't know, some kind of, here's the remover, and then whatever device this is. You know, it's like, I was doing yoga, Pilates, Tai Chi, that kind of thing, and going in, and even just walking around in sandals, I'm like, wow, my feet are needing some help. So I bought that. Haven't been able to use it because it takes time, but hopefully before summer I'm able to bust that out. Look how handsome you are. So handsome. But I was watching someone else the other day who was saying they were using this foot cream. Oh my gosh, I think I ordered it. Maybe it'll be in today. They bought this foot cream that apparently has rave reviews, and I freaking hope so because it was expensive. I usually use that jar of, like, it's like Vaseline. So I'm gonna see if what she recommended is that good. She says it was, but you can't trust everyone on the internet, okay? You can trust me though. All right, let's get dressed. Just realized I forgot to put deodorant on. All right. Good enough. I wish they made deodorant that smelled like Tropic Glow. It smells okay. What time is it? Time to hydrate. You know, at Costco, they now have the golden cherry flavor. I'm gonna have to try that one out, I guess. I don't drink this every day, but I will say that I notice a difference on days where I don't drink it. I just dropped him off at the nursery. Heart palpitations. That's the sound of my heart. All right, I'm doing a body pump Les Mills class. I love it. Weights. I might as well make the most of my time while I have it. Hopefully I get 30 minutes today. The class is an hour. Fingers crossed. Spoiler alert, I got way more than 30 minutes. I was able to finish the class, although I was so worried by the end of it that I left while they were stretching. I was like putting up my equipment and stuff. I thought, who has time to stretch? Definitely not me. But it was a mistake because I always feel better when I stretch. And I always tell myself, oh, I'll do it when I get home. And then I never do. I'm taking my weights off, by the way. Not all the way, but okay, so I loaded my bar with my old warm-up weight. I guess I was, rushing to get everything set up. And so I just threw it on without thinking. And it's like muscle memory. When I used to come to this class, back when I was working out on a regular basis, back when the gyms were open, back when I was, So anyway, I threw on my old back weight, which is, 15 kilograms. Okay. I think that's where the weights are in kilograms. I don't know if they're pounds. It's close to 15, whatever. Anyway, so I started doing the warm up with that and then quickly realized when we were doing the what's it called? The clean and press is what it's called. And sadly, I had to Google it. Some days my brain, I can't even say that it works some days because most of the time it doesn't. But anyway, we did that in the warm up and I thought, oh my gosh, my shoulders can barely handle like the I think it's like 2.2 kilograms weights when I do the shoulder workout. Because it's all the way at the end of, so the Les Mills program, they go through and work your body out in sections. So the warm up kind of warms everything up, right? And then you do legs, chest, and then tries, bis, back, lunges, which is legs again, and then shoulders, and then abs and cool down. So why did I get to that? Okay. So during the shoulder portion, I use like the smallest amount of weights and I'm still like, struggling with them. Anyway, so during my warm up, I realized, wow, can't hang with this anymore. So I took some of the weight off, which I don't know, like it's a give and take. And mentally I'm like, oh man, I'm not there anymore. But realistically, I'm thinking, I haven't really worked out, so even having 10 pounds on each side as a warm-up weight, I'm like, okay, well, I can deal with this. For me, I just adjust and keep going, and I don't try to be too hard on myself. I'm just glad that I was able to show up and do something for me. I'm always so thankful whenever I get gym time, truly. So right now we're doing back, and I think I just put the 10 pounds on again. I was like, okay, well, this worked the first time. And she said there were a lot of clean and presses in this one, a lot of I don't know what they're called, like power presses, whatever. It is a great time. If you have never heard of Les Mills, this video is fun. No, I'm just totally kidding. Wouldn't that be funny and awesome? But the Les Mills programs are incredible. They have all kinds of workouts. They have body combat, which I love, which is kind of like kickboxing. They have body attack, which is more cardio. They have right now my brain can't think of any. Body foot. It's not called flow anymore. It's body something. More of like a yoga, tai chi, Pilates kind of thing, which I love. But they're all amazing. You can do them at home if you sign up for the program or whatever. I just really love group exercise classes, okay? And I love how the gym pumps their AC at like, I don't know, must be 65, okay? Because at home when I work out and sweat, at the gym I sweat. It's whatever. I just like being in that environment, so that's what I do. Okay, so then I told you Wolfgang stayed in the nursery. It was a miracle. Miracles happen once in a while. This is the ab portion, by the way. And I didn't film the whole class. I just filmed little snippets of it. And when I was doing the chest portion, doing my push-ups, it's sad to look back at that video. I filmed the second half of that. First half, I was doing push-ups pretty decently. And then the second half, I was pretty much dying. But I got it in, and I'm glad about that. But Wolfgang fell asleep. It was a miracle because no other babies were at the gym, at the nursery. I don't know what the heck. Stars aligned that day for me, and I was so thankful. And then after this, I ran to Whole Foods to grab a couple of things. And wow, never go to this store. Hey, tried to film a cute little spot for you. Holy cow. Did you know Whole Foods had like a whole lot of food. That looks real good. Well, this is not a non-example. Hold up. They have a whole salad bar behind me. All of this food, is this a joke? They have soups over here and like really delicious looking food over here. All right, well, I just got home from Home Goods. I've actually been home for close to 2 hours now. Oh, how time flies. I did get a watermelon from Home Goods. Look, perfect yellow spot. Heavier than it looks. I bet you it's old. That is my luck with watermelons. I can never get a nice juicy watermelon. Oh, and I changed, by the way. Oh my gosh, who am I? I've been trying to dress more like a lady these days. It's not really working out for me. It's only been a few days though, so I'm gonna give it some time. I ate something, nursed the baby. Oh my heavens. Okay, this smells real good. Check it. Oh my gosh, should I finally pick a good watermelon? Do you see how delicious this looks? Most importantly, it smells good. You have to cut it the first day, otherwise in our house it goes bad. And Meredith loves watermelon, and we have some workers out here, and it's getting pretty hot today, so I think I'm just going to cut it up, save half for us, give half to them, and we'll be good to go. Oh my God, hold on, because sometimes it looks fine, but then tastes horrible. Like I've had to throw away watermelons because they just taste horrible. Feels like summer. And by the way, this watermelon from, did I say Home Goods? I meant Whole Foods. My gosh. I hardly ever shop there, but I needed gas and it was right next to the gas station. So I figured, oh, okay, whatever. I'll just show, you know, I only needed a couple things. Anyway, oh, it was $7. I was like, okay, well, they're pretty much the same price at Costco. I'm gonna try this piece. Finally picked a good one. Feels like summer. Summertime and the living is easy. Man, this was a good watermelon. I am so excited for summertime, and right now in Florida it feels like it. And tomorrow we're going to the beach. All right, I'm gonna bring this out to them and then cut up the rest, and then I'll work on the zucchini, whatever it's called, zucchini bread, zucchini cake. So I made carrot cake for Easter, and I looked up a zucchini bread recipe, 1.5 cups of sugar. I'm like, well, why is this not also a cake? I don't know, baffles my mind. Maybe it doesn't have icing or something. But then I thought maybe I'll just make my carrot cake recipe, my aunt's carrot cake recipe, just with zucchini. That'll probably be a hit. But I ended up going with the recipe. I'll probably make 2, zucchini bread, and then I found like a chocolate zucchini muffin. I feel like maybe, I don't know, we gotta try some things out because the recipes only call for like 2-3 cups of zucchini, and that thing's gonna yield like 10 cups. I'm excited about this though. Ah, finally found it. Okay, ooh, sticky. I was looking for the perfect zucchini recipe, and when I was at the farmer's market picking this one out, I found one that needed 3 cups of zucchini, but all the ones on Pinterest that I was looking at called for 2.5. I was like, I know I can find it because I found it before. Okay, it is, ooh, okay, 1 cup of butter. That's why it tastes so good. It's Ina Garden's recipe. So I'm gonna gather all the ingredients and then we'll throw them together and make zucchini stuff. It's always a good day when I get to pull this thing out and make some delicious food. Pretty basic ingredients. Oh my gosh, sad to report, I don't think I shared it with you. I broke my glass bowl. It hurts my heart. It was only a matter of time. First things first, I'm going to shred the zucchini. This is always my favorite part, watching someone shred vegetables or fruits or anything. I am so happy to report, I don't know, what am I making right now? Just the zucchini bread? I end up making zucchini, chocolate muffins, and they were a hit amongst everyone. They were great, fantastic, wonderful. So give these a shot, give these a try. If you don't have zucchini, I don't know, use a different vegetable. I can't imagine, carrots? I'm sure they're interchangeable. All the recipes I was looking at, love them all. Excited to make more. So Ina Garden says to peel it and also remove the seeds if they're large. But I just feel like leave the skin on. Why the heck not? And the seeds, they'll be fine. So that's how much that humongous zucchini yielded me. Oh, juicy. I'm gonna throw 2 sticks of butter in here with 2 cups of sugar and beat this until it's fluffy. I don't typically like decanting things, but when it comes to my baked goods, I always do that. I just think it looks nicer and it's not something I have to do super regularly, so I don't mind. Once it's nice and fluffy, I'm gonna add a little bit of vanilla extract and 3 eggs. I'm plopping them all at the same time, although I'm sure Ina says 1 at a time. Whatever, let her rip. This is looking nice and fluffy, creamy, dreamy. I'm going to add 3 cups of flour. Did you see what I did there? I don't think I've ever showed you. It's something I learned in home ec. I'll do it the proper way. I'm dirtying a knife, which is why I never do this. You're supposed to grab the flour back here and it's supposed to be aerated. So don't, you know, just aerate a little bit. And then you're supposed to level it off. And that's the perfect measurement. I never do that. Sometimes I use my finger when I'm feeling fancy, but most of the time I just knock it level, you know? I have a sneaking suspicion this is going to make more than 1. This is a lot. 1 teaspoon of baking powder going in. I'm gonna do a little bit of cinnamon in here. It also calls for walnuts. I haven't found mine yet. And nutmeg. I'm not gonna do that. I don't know if I have any. And then I'm gonna throw in some salt. This is just a flavor enhancer. So I'm gonna mix this and then try to look for some nutmeg and walnuts. Oh my gosh, for the first time in my life, I caught a mistake. It's not in the recipe, like where it says recipe, but it's in the ingredients. 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. That's probably way too much, but I don't care. Add that in too. Hey. I have a sneaking suspicion that I left my walnuts in the laundry room. Ah, here they are, just where I left them. I knew I was gonna find them in the last place I looked. See, what had happened was during Easter, I made the carrot cake. I didn't have time to like put the walnuts away, but I didn't want them on the counter. I said, laundry room is close enough to the outside garage, which is where I normally keep them in the freezer. So I just threw them here and then they got piled with laundry on top. It's not my fault. It's not really, you know, nothing's really my fault. Anyway, it is overdue to switch the loads. So I'm gonna do that really quickly. And I finally washed my dish mat, like my dish towel. Pretty sure there was like mold on it, something red. Probably not the best thing to have when you're on your clean dishes. Oh my gosh, speaking of, I didn't even show you. Oh, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it, but I will. So, oh my gosh, I keep breaking my nails. Gotta take my biotin. Do you see this? This monstrous? The monstrosity. Yeah, that's not supposed to be there. Isn't that funny? And they're like, oh, no big deal. No, it's pushing my, whatever that's called, the dryer out. It's also a huge eyesore. I know there are worse things in life, trust me. This is just like the straw that broke me with everything with the addition. It's one thing after another, and I feel like I've been pretty easygoing, pretty patient, like, well, that's the way it's going to be, no big deal. Oh, we can't put 2 skylights in the bathroom like we had originally planned and that I bought 2 for? No big deal. Oh, you forgot that we were putting 1 in the laundry room? No big deal. Oh, this wall is supposed to be a door? No big deal. Oh, you can't put the air handler in the attic? No big deal. We'll just make the bathroom smaller and put 2 closets in. No big deal. This? I'm over it. And they said, oh, we'll drywall it in. What? Seems like a viable option. The original plans was to have it go in the garage. The garage is right on the other side of this wall. They were just gonna make a hole in the wall and go. I don't know where the paths crossed, where the lines crossed, miscommunication, but it did. Anyway, Alex made a fuss about it and he's dealing with all that. So they told us they were gonna fix it, but we'll see if they do. Also, we'll see how much it'll cost us because everything is extra, which is really the most frustrating part. But one day it'll all be over and we won't even think about it anymore, you know? It'll be like those 6 months that I waited for a fridge in my kitchen. I don't even think about it anymore. All right, I got my walnuts, let's go. All right, is this all the ingredients? It seems extremely dry. I feel like it could definitely benefit from 1 more egg. I'm gonna throw the walnuts in. I'm not even gonna chop them. Just a couple handfuls in there. All right, seems good. You know what? It smells really good too. I'm gonna take a taste. Salmonella, I dare you. but not really. This is really good. It's like a cake. Oh my gosh, it's heavenly. Oh, I didn't even add the zucchini. I didn't add the zucchini. That's why it tastes so good. Wouldn't that have been funny if I just baked it and didn't add the zucchini? It'd be hilarious. Okay, I only need 3 cups. Holy cow, it's more than I thought. Might be that whole dang zucchini. We might not be able to make the chocolate muffins. Okay, it's all of this zucchini. And for the muffins, I only have about 1.5 cups. I'd say like 1.5 cups heaping. All right, we'll see what that recipe calls for, but I'm gonna mix the zucchini, and you were probably supposed to do this with the wet ingredients before adding the dry, but the recipe I was reading was just so wonky, and this is much better. All right, looking good, feeling good. All right, I'm gonna look at the recipe again, see if it calls for 1 or 2 pans. No, I'm not. I'm just gonna do 1 pan. If I have leftover, I'll get another. Well, now that this is all mixed, I guess salmonella, I dare you. I don't really want to eat it. It was better without the zucchini. Where is my loaf pan? Found it. Taking all the leftover butter on the skin to grease my pan. Looks pretty good. Looks a lot more moist than it was. Okay, definitely we're doing 2 here. Or how about what? What was I talking about? Muffins. That's what I was talking about. How about some little bitty baby little muffins? Threw those in, and those were a hit too. Easy to like just pop in your mouth and keep looking for something else to eat. I ended up throwing another load of laundry in the wash, and oh my gosh, I even got it folded that day. That's pretty cool. I don't think I've done laundry since this day, so I'm gonna have to get on top of that tomorrow after pool, and hopefully we go to the beach tomorrow. That's my hope. So then I'll have a lot of laundry to catch up on. But the laundry can wait. What's most important is just spending time with each other, and I've been trying to spend time outside as much as we can. And I mean, it's easy. The kids always want to be outside. It's me who's like, oh my gosh, I'm hot and dying. Let's go back inside. But hydrating really helps. And also, like, once a certain point of the day hits, there's a bunch of shade. So that is helpful too in the Florida sunshine. And it hasn't been like crazy humid. But anyway, oh my gosh. So Wolfgang has been loving the sand. I snapped a really sweet picture of him. So let me throw it up here. Isn't he precious? Oh my gosh, I took it in portrait mode. Pictures turn out so much better in portrait mode, but he's like sitting up. Oh gosh, I could cry. I love it. He's just a little handsome boy, and he's growing so fast, and it makes me want to cry, and it makes me so happy, and I have so many emotions, and I just can't even process all of them. But that picture made me really happy, and he loves playing in the sand. Oh my gosh, exploring, and he didn't even try eating it. What? Meredith, it took her months to realize, wow, this stuff is gross. Let me not shovel this in my face. No, this dude, he hasn't even tried eating it. He's just exploring, looking at leaves, having the literal time of his life. And I couldn't be happier. I was talking to Alex, like, look, he's not like on me. This is awesome. But yeah, so we've been having a lot of fun in the sand. The kids love it. And it's a good time. It's a good time for them. So hopefully when we go to the beach tomorrow, he has the same feelings about the sand, because I know sometimes kids don't like sand. I don't know, my kids have always enjoyed it. Not only sand, but also mud, dirt, anything that they can explore in. By the end of the day, I don't know how some kids like don't take a bath or shower. My kids, it's like 100% necessary. They're filthy by the end of the day, but that's the mark of a good day. All right, it's an even bigger mess over here than it just was. The banana, just kidding. It tastes like banana bread if you ask me. I feel like it would be interchangeable. Carrot, zucchini, banana, whatever you want to add. Here it is. This tastes really good. I made the mini muffins, brought them out to people who were here. I mean, just a few of them. And they were really good. It's gonna be a hit, so I'm gonna put this aside. And I'm going, since I have some zucchini left over, by the way, it's been like hours. We were outside playing and walking around. It's such a beautiful day outside. We try to soak up the sunshine a little bit every day. And it's going pretty well. So since I have leftover zucchini, I'm going to make some zucchini muffins. There's even some at the bottom of this bowl, but ask me if I care, and the answer is no. These are chocolate. What do I need? Pretty simple ingredients. I know I have a measuring cup that oh, here. Pretty simple ingredients. Oil instead of butter on this one, 1/2 cup, but it only makes like 12 muffins or something, and whatever. 1/2 cup of sugar, 1/2 cup going in. All right, I'm gonna whisk this up, and then we'll finish it up. Ah, I knew something was off. That's not enough sugar for a delicious treat. I'm also going to throw in half a cup of brown sugar. All right, now this is looking good. Nice and fluffy. 2 eggs thrown in and some vanilla extract right in there. Whip that up. All right, and now I'm gonna throw the zucchini in. It says to kind of drain your zucchini in a paper towel, get all the moisture out. And you only need a cup, but I'm gonna use whatever I have left. I have one hand, so I'm just gonna squeeze the juice out. I'll give that a mix just for fun. That was a lot of fun. Of course, you should add the dry ingredients to a separate bowl, sift them all together at the same time. But I never do that, and I never care about it. So 1.5 cups of flour, half a cup of cocoa powder. It's basically the same as the bread, just add cocoa powder. 1 teaspoon baking soda. Just kidding, that was powder. 1 teaspoon baking powder. And then you need a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. Oh crap, I forgot the milk. I'm the worst. All right, well here we go, a 1/4 cup of milk. I could have just left the juice in from the zucchini. Mix that up. One more thing, 3/4 of a cup of chocolate chips. All right, looks good. Unlike my counter space. You know, I feel like, okay, this happened this morning and I was making, I call it breakfast, but really it was closer to brunch time, and then things got crazy and busy and we had, you know, to shovel around the kids to different places. Anyway, I ended up leaving the house and the kitchen was a disaster. So when I came home, I thought, oh my gosh, if we were to have people over right now, and okay, so here's the whole story, which, why am I even trying to leave parts out? So really we had people come over the house while we were gone. And all I could think of was, oh my gosh, I left the kitchen a disaster. But in my head, I just thought, I don't know. They either thought one of two things. One, oh, they ran out in a hurry and, you know, had just, or two, wow, these people live in squalor, which it was probably the latter, right? Thinking, oh, wow, my gosh, what a disaster it is. And do they just leave their mess around? No, obviously it's not ideal, but I feel like every day I have to tidy my kitchen. And then again and again, there's this thing going around on Instagram and the audio is something like, oh gosh, can I even think about it? It's like, there's something no one ever told me about when becoming an adult, is that no matter how hard you clean, or no matter how hard you do it, or how often, or whatever, you're always going to have to clean your kitchen again. Like, it's never good enough, right? As soon as you clean it, and then you make something again, you're gonna have to clean it again. So it's just an ongoing process. So this morning after brunch, I left it disheveled because we were running out the door and I almost didn't go, but then I was like, am I gonna miss out on this thing just because I'm gonna like stay back and tidy the kitchen? It's not worth it. You know, some things aren't worth it and that wasn't. So I left, and then some people came over the house. They thought we were here and whatever. Anyway, so feelings, but ultimately, whatever. That's life. And it happens, and it's like my house, you know, don't come over unannounced and then judge me, you know. I'm sure plenty of people do. Anyway, that's fine. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about any of this. Tim Robinson style. And it really didn't take me that long to tidy up. I just needed to put everything where it belonged. And that's, you know, half the battle. And I think Wolfgang is sleeping. No, I don't know. He's either awake or trying to sleep or somewhere in between. But as long as he's on me, he is golden and good to go. Man, I don't know how. And I think back to newborn stage and how I spent so much time trying to put him to sleep and put him down and like just get him in the routine, and not so much a routine, but just get him used to sleeping on his own and, you know, trying to do that whole thing. And oh my gosh, it stressed me out to the extreme. And all babies are different. Some of my other babies, they slept a while, but him, no matter what I did, no matter how hard I tried, it didn't matter. He just wanted to be on top of me, near me. And that's biological. Like, that is totally normal. So if you have a baby that wants mama 200% of the time, it's normal. That's something I wish someone would have told me when I had a baby. It's normal for your baby to be attached to you. They literally don't even think that they're a different entity from you until they're around 7 months of age. So he's reaching that point.
And when Alex takes him and he like sees that he's going away from me, he's like, what? He's like, wait, what? So confused. What is happening, Mama? You know, but little by little, baby steps. You know, he went in the nursery that day for an hour and I was so happy. And sometimes I get to go to the grocery store while he hangs back with Daddy, and that makes me happy. So it's just the little breaks in the day that I get that I'm like, oh my gosh. But then also I get home and I'm like, oh my goodness, I missed you so much, you know? So it's double-sided. I miss him just as much as he misses me. Anyway, he won't be little forever. He won't be able to fit in my arms forever. He's flopping around, but also like halfway nursing and halfway his head is being supported by the baby carrier, and he's fine. So if you're wondering like, oh, his neck, no, he's okay. Don't worry about him. I got him. He's cool. If he wasn't comfortable, trust me, he would let me know. Okay. Anyway, tidied the kitchen. Don't know how long it took, but really couldn't have taken that long. Normally I turn on T-Swift and All Too Well, her 10-minute version. When I think, okay, let me set a 10-minute timer, I just turn on that and I'm good to go. That's such like a perfect 10-minute song. But usually it takes me 15 to tidy up the kitchen real nice. Anyway, taking these chocolate muffins out, if I didn't tell you earlier, oh my heavens, these were great. They were fantastic. Also, what, a cup of sugar? So I don't know how. The recipe said it would only yield, I don't know, something like 12 muffins, but we got a lot more than that out of it. I say we because Eleanor helped me stuff them. Or maybe she did it all, I don't remember. But fantastic. They turned out great. They looked great. They tasted amazing. Don't even taste the zucchini. It's fantastic. Throw a little veggie in there. And honestly, is there oil in this? Because you can substitute applesauce for oil if you're trying to make it healthier. And then normally with a recipe, you can cut the sugar in half and not even be able to tell. So if you're trying to make it even more healthier, implement those couple of things and I'm sure you'll hit the mark.
Oh my word, this is the whole catalyst for this recipe. I bought them several days ago, but I hid them. Or so I thought. I hid them. I think there's gonna be enough. A quarter cup, yeah, there's plenty, but still funny that I would say half the bag is gone. They're mini M&Ms. I don't shop in the candy section a lot, but I've never seen these before. I thought it was cool. I mean, I've seen them in the little tubes, like from my childhood, like you know, and they're so expensive. I remember seeing them at like Toys R Us and stuff. Okay, I'm going to throw together some Monster protein balls, cookie ball. They're basically energy balls. I've made my energy ball recipe with you a ton. This is a different recipe. It doesn't have flaxseed, it doesn't have chia seed, but it has peanut butter, honey. Oh, protein powder. I need some protein powder, BRB. It has oats. It also has honey. And I didn't think I had any honey until I found this. I got from Thrive Market and it was just like hidden in my cupboard. I had to fight for it. Oh my gosh, this is like honey butter. I love Thrive Market. I actually need to make my order for Thrive Market, but check this out. Look how delicious that looks. Holy smokes. I'll tell you what, Costco doesn't sell it like this. All right, well, we're gonna waste that in this recipe. I'm gonna throw everything together. They're super quick and easy to make, and they're a kid favorite. Throw like chocolate pieces or M&Ms into anything, and it makes it kid friendly. This is actually a recipe from Elise Ellis. You guys know I adore her. This is on her Instagram. It is 2 cups of oats, 1 cup of peanut butter. I'm trying to use this peanut butter up. I've had it forever. It's not Jif, so it is not my favorite. I figured this is a great recipe to use it in. 1 heaping cup here. I'm gonna throw in 1/2 cup of this honey, and oh my gosh, what a delight this is. I tried to look for agave nectar to maybe use some of that, and even thought about, if I couldn't find either, using just maple syrup. That would work too. 3 scoops of protein powder. This will keep the kids nice and full. 1/4 cup of M&Ms, so it makes it fun. And then, whoops, 1/4 cup of mini chocolate chips. Ooh, one more thing. 1/4 cup of milk. That's an interesting one. This is a no-bake recipe. That's why I love it so much. Easy to whip together, and then you just eat it with a spoon. But when I was at Whole Paycheck earlier, I saw this, and I was like, well, maybe that would be fun to make with the kiddos. It's the Monster. Why do they call it Monster cookie mix? Oh, like Cookie Monster? But these aren't cookies. I'm confused. It doesn't matter. It's a thing, apparently. These are gluten-free and you have to bake these, but I figured one night that would be fun for the kids. All right, that's it for these. Just mix them together. I was gonna use my KitchenAid for this, that's why I used the bowl, but might as well just use my hands while I have them out. All right, now I'm just going to take a little cookie scoop and scoop them out. These are actually forming really well, so you might not have to like roll them into balls. Yeah, I don't see the point in that. Unless you want them to look extra pretty, in which case, I don't. And then once you form them all into balls, you can throw these in the fridge and they'll firm up a little bit and they'll be easier to handle.
Okay, short story long. I made these forever ago, years ago, I think when she first posted the recipe. And I thought, okay, whatever. I thought my energy balls, I liked them better. These were fantastic. The kids gobbled them up. They don't have coconut in them either, which is an ingredient that I missed telling you about that mine have, but these don't. So if you have an allergy to coconut, these are perfect. Ironically, I'm not sure if Avelina is allergic to coconut. We keep her away from it. She is sensitive to it in like shower products. So anyway, these are better for her. So this will be a recipe that I use over and over again too. Fantastic. I'm going to have to buy more mini M&Ms because I think that's what really drew the kids into these. But they were gone within 24 hours, you better believe it. Oh, and then I'm sharing with you a little sneak peek of dinner. I did film a What's for Dinner video, so that'll be out whenever. I have no idea, but Alex is grilling up the
Look
chicken.
at him go. Ooh, that looks good. Ooh, they look so good. They look just like I like them. And the fire, how'd you get the flames?
Well, you know, I do a little thing here and there. I just drip grease everywhere.
Drip marinade. Oh my gosh, I love it. Ooh, I don't know if you can hear, but the owls are out. Oh, well, you definitely can't hear over all this. Heard them. Yeah, listen, they're talking to each other.
I love when the owls come out. Anyway, I made this chicken. Oh, full chef's kiss. Also made it with some stir-fry noodles. Fantastic. Oh, the whole day of eating this day was top notch. Would love to do it again. Yes, please. What's for lunch today? Actually, probably leftovers from brunch this morning. I made way too much. I was out of actually, I need to run to the store. Maybe we'll do it. Well, if we're going to the beach tomorrow, I need to run to the store to get some Sammys. I love having just salami sandwiches on the beach is a staple, or subs. Ooh, love that. Picking them up on the way to the beach. So many options, so little time. Anyway, I ended up after dinner that night just folding the laundry. I thought, you know what? I could either not do this or do it. So I just did it. And it was nice to get it done. My little helper is helping me. If I didn't do it that night, you know, it would probably still be sitting there. You know what I mean? Like, it just, tomorrow. Well, sometimes you just have to tackle it. And that's life. And you just do it and live. That's what I tell myself. You just got to do it and get over with it and keep moving on. There's always another task to deal with. I'm always satisfied with my laundry room is tidy and a clear counter space. It just makes me happy. So it's just part of being the manager of the home. Is that what we call ourselves? Do we get name badges over here? I'd love to have like Kim's cleaning service as a badge or a hat. Oh, that'd be funny. Okay, that is it. Thanks for hanging out with me. Hope you enjoyed your time. I'll see you next time. That was fun. Let's do it again tomorrow.